No, I'm really just
Hello, you guys. Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel, The Kimberly Chronicles. I know that it's been forever and a day since I've been on here. I don't think I've made a video since this past summer. And what have I been doing this past summer? Working, trying to get ourselves back financially on our feet from that Alaska move. We're almost out of there, but the holidays hit me and I'm back broke again because my kids hit me hard for the holidays. So I gotta do some overtime to make that money back up. But other than that, just working, pretty much trying to get my health together, trying to get myself together, and prepare myself for schools to start in a week. I am trying to apply for the medical lab tech program in April of this year. And all I need is math and chemistry. And math have been kicking my butt for years, but we're going to try to tough it out. And I have like a remedial math class, and then I have the regular math class I need. So on Saturdays from now on, instead of just sleeping in, I have math class from 9 in the morning to 1 p.m. So that's about to be my journey. I'm hoping everybody is excited about the new year. Everybody have their New Year's resolutions. I'm hoping mine pretty much have been the same for the last few years. Focus on getting my health back where it needs to be and doing things that makes me happy. You can't expect other people to make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. So I want to take some time out like I did last year. Still, of course, being the good wife and mom I am, but sometimes I do feel I have to be selfish and put myself first because for years I have put my family first, my husband and my kids, and that has caused my health to go down the drain. And that brings me to this video today. So, like we've talked about in so many other videos, my health has been a big priority of mine. I'm not getting no younger. I am 35 years old. Physically, I feel like I'm 35 years old, but mentally, I feel like I'm still back in 2015 and 25. But clearly, I am not. And my oldest daughter just turned 16 a few months ago. So, pretty much that shows me that I'm getting older, pretty much. But not too long ago, I decided after having this stressful move from Alaska and dealing with all this stuff, I decided that I was going to take time out to make a doctor's appointment for myself and just get myself checked out. I've been focusing on the kids, getting them where they need to be health wise, getting their checkups and stuff. That maybe I needed to do the same for myself. And in the process of doing this for myself, I found out that my blood pressure is horrible. I've always had high blood pressure. It goes up and down, but this time it was like extremely horrible. And on top of that, I still need to lose some weight. So, bring me to what our video is going to be about today is my new journey starting on zepbound. Um I'm going to be taking these injections for the next few months and I just want to detail and help other people see the progress because I know how it is with losing weight. Some people are just so discouraged with certain things because you do things, you're working out, you're trying to eat right, but it doesn't seem like the weight is going anywhere. And it seems like you're putting all that work in and nothing is happening. And I can contest to being one of those people who, if I'm doing something for a certain amount of time and I'm not seeing the results, I'm going to quit. I have always been a person that have done that. But I basically just wanted to make my first video of the year detailing how my journey is going to be. Um when we moved here back in January, I had like a bad cold and I ended up going to the doctor. and they told me I weighed 257 pounds. I know you lying. I've never weighed that much. That's like I'm like halfway to 300 at that point, halfway. And I was literally in disbelief about it. Like, y'all lying. I can't be 257. And I was 257. Um, while I was on sitting on the little table thing, waiting for the doctor to come in, I called a weight loss clinic in Columbus, Georgia, right then and there, made an appointment. And from March to October, I had been taking tirzepatide injections once a week, and they had been doing great. I ended up losing weight, 30 pounds in all, from March all the way to October. Got down to 229. I hadn't been in my 220s for so long. But then the government shut down, and it's like, what's more important, groceries and bills or this weight loss drug? And we were paying, well, my husband at the time, because I wasn't working, he was paying the $500 out of pocket every month for me to get it. And that's a lot. Granted, it was helping my cholesterol get down. I was feeling better. My clothes were fitting different. My face wasn't as swollen as it was in previous pictures I had looked at, but that was just too expensive. So back in October, I ended up quitting um the injections because I couldn't afford it. So let's fast forward into Thanksgiving. I'm eating good, having a time of my life for Thanksgiving. And December, like the second week of December, I went to the doctor, find out that I did gain a few of those pounds back, but only three. So I was glad to see that it was three and not 10, but I was feeling like I had gained back 10 because I had stopped eating the stuff that I was doing, because I was doing a lot of protein, fruits, and a lot of veggies, and water and protein shakes. That was my thing. And eggs. I was so sick of looking at eggs. It was not even funny. But my energy level was up and I was feeling better. I can't say about that. And I had to increase my water intake, so I was doing that. But once I stopped the injections, I kind of had got my taste buds back for sweets, because before it wasn't bad. Like, I really wasn't wanting sweets that bad. I definitely wasn't wanting fried foods that bad either. But then probably 2 weeks after the injection stopped, I was back on it, eating chocolate candy, eating onion rings, fried chicken, all kind of fried stuff. And of course it started making me feel sluggish, but the taste was immaculate. So when I went back to my doctor the second week of December, I told him, just to see what it happened. If possible, I could start back weight loss injections with my insurance possibly covering it. I did try when we were in Alaska at Fort Wainwright, and the doctors there would not recommend it for me at all. Every time I tried to try to get weight loss medication from there, they would be like, "Oh, well, you need to just start dieting and exercising, dieting and exercising." Duh, duh. We all know that. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows exercising and changing your eating habits does help you lose weight, but sometimes you just need a push. So the doctor I have here at Fort Benning was a little bit more understanding and actually listened to what I was saying. And he was able to give me a prescription for zepbound, and TRICARE ending up approving it, being that I am definitely obese. I definitely have high blood pressure, high cholesterol. So I am thankful that it was able to be approved and I don't have to pay anything directly out of my own pocket. So I am going to be starting these injections officially on tomorrow. I have all my health food already stacked up in the refrigerator. I have my protein shakes. I got all my eggs. I have my vegetables, grilled chickens, all that stuff. I've been doing a juice that actually has been helping me a little bit. It makes me feel better. And I actually got it from my ex husband, of all people, because I do have high blood pressure. He gave me a concoction of making juices. And I am not really a juicer person at all, but I tried this concoction with beets, lemons, apples. I use green apples and ginger, cayenne pepper, and turmeric, and I mix that together. And I make I try once a week. I haven't done it in about 2 weeks or so. But before, when I was with the trizepatide on my little journey, I was doing it, and I felt so much better. I would drink it late at night before I go to bed, and it would actually cut my appetite to keep me from eating at night. And I wasn't even working out or anything. I was just eating right. And I have a gym membership to Planet Fitness. I've had this gym membership for months and I haven't even used it. So I am considering I am considering on tomorrow giving it my first try. So I'm gonna be making some videos from time to time, um, showing me, going to the gym, making my certain drinks and stuff, eating my certain food, and I'm probably gonna upload it on my 1 month update to let you guys know how it's going. So right now I am at 232 pounds right now on January 1st of 2026. And I'm going to try to make another video, being that I'm officially starting my injections on tomorrow, January 2nd. I'm going to make another video on February 2nd, updating you guys in a month's time. If not February 2nd, definitely I need to make an appointment with my doctor because he had me buy a blood pressure cuff. So I got to keep up my blood pressure now. I'm officially starting on that tomorrow too. Take my blood pressure at least 3 times a day so we can know that the blood pressure medication I am taking. Got my medicine about a week or two ago, but I was like, nope, I am going to start once the new year's over because I wanted to eat my food and drink my little drinky drink. And I didn't even drink a lot. I drank probably like one on the rocks last night and maybe a couple of shots, and came home. My husband had bought me like some hot wings, whatever. And when I tell you, I could tell my blood pressure went through the roof because my head was banging and killing me. So today, we had some leftover champagne from yesterday, and I told my husband like, "You can have it." He was like, "But I thought you was gonna drink it." I was like, "Nah, I am going to be off the alcohol the rest of this month, especially being on these injections. Technically, you're not supposed to drink alcohol. Before I think I did not drink alcohol for like 3 months of taking it, but I ended up going on an outing and drank some alcohol. I only did one. I feel like I got drunk faster, I'll tell you that. Just by one mixed drink. I feel like I got drunker faster. I was feeling it way faster versus before. If like right now, if I did a drink at a restaurant, I would probably need 2 to 3 versus before with being on the injections. I only needed one. And I was right. I was right up in there. I didn't need nothing else. So I really just want to make this video just for people who's considering taking zepbound, just to give them an outlook on how it is for me. In the process, I'm not just going to be taking the injections and that's it. Of course, I know I do have to change my diet, and this time around, I'm going to try to add exercise into it. So I'm hoping with doing all that it actually balance everything out and I actually lose some weight. I hope so. So give me about a couple of weeks. I'm going to give you guys an update and let you know how things are going. So bye and have a happy new year. No, I'm really just